I'm Mark Lucraft. I am the Recorder of London. We are sitting in my room at the Old Bailey, Central Criminal Court, which is the premier criminal court for England and Wales, but we are a busy court. People here mostly are on trial for homicide, so murder, manslaughter, and also terrorism, so some of the most serious of offences tried in this building. I mean, it is the most amazing building. It's the structure that we are sitting in dates back to the 1970s. But it is a building which is known around the world as being the premier criminal court in England. I never expected in my wildest dreams to be here as the Recorder of London. It was a court I came to as a young barrister, always thinking, well, that's where you want to play it. As the recorder, my responsibilities are not only to do cases myself, but to oversee the running of all of the other courts. COVID has challenged us all in different ways, and we have a backlog of cases. So our cases ordinarily involve defendants in custody, and there's huge pressure to get cases heard as quickly as we can, which is why we've been running as many as 14 trial courts. Because obviously we want to get particularly young men tried as quickly as we can. I rather sort of fell into law. I think when I was at school, I went to school in North London, and we had a careers teacher who was quite keen to find out what we wanted to do. And he set me up with a day with a high street solicitor in Wood Green and a day with a city solicitor in the City of London. I managed to get a summer job working with a firm of solicitors. And that solicitor very kindly sent me all over the place to do all sorts of things for him, as effectively as an outdoor clerk. And I went to court, and it was going to court that I thought, this is really what I want to be doing. And so I decided after university to become a barrister, and decided in 2011 to apply to be a full-time judge, and got through the process and was appointed in 2012. Our cases, by and large, are headline news. They are the murder trials that everyone reads about in their newspapers and hears about on the television. And it is the first time you go into court as the judge at the Old Bailey, you are nervous. you're on show. It is very much a place that everyone expects to see cases done well, done to the highest possible standards. And the most important thing, other than getting cases heard quickly, is that the cases are heard by the best available judges that we have. There are in this building 15 senior circuit judges, so 15 of the country's top criminal judges, and it's very important that the difficult cases involving, as they very often involving young people accused of the most serious crimes, are tried speedily, but they're also tried well, and people come away from the case thinking that actually that case has been a fair trial, the judge has exercised their judgment correctly, and the jury have been placed in the best position to make their adjudication on the facts, on the evidence placed before them. It's often been said that the Old Bailey is a tourist attraction. And our public galleries are very often full of people who are visiting London. They've come to the Old Bailey, and so the judge is very much on show to the public, and it's an important part of how we as judges operate in court, that we don't get distracted by playing to any gallery or doing anything other than just monitoring the trial, doing what we do, but aware that actually we are on show just as much as anybody else in the court. And so the public aren't coming to see a particular judge necessarily, they're just coming to see the judge controlling a trial, dealing with a trial, and they come to see our British justice system in action. We will have 15 judges permanently based at this court. For the first time in the history of this building, 8 of those judges will be women, 7 men. Some are people who are the first of their family to have gone to university. 3 of them have school-aged children. And that is a far wider reflection of society as a whole. In terms of diversity, I think one also needs to have diversity of social background, type of practice that people undertook as lawyers. And all of those things, I think, help us as judges to better reflect the society that we are drawn from.